Hi, I'm Clever Ghoul, but you can call me Nikki. Welcome back to the channel. This week, we're getting ready for the one, the only, Beyoncé. That's right, I went to Beyoncé's birthday show here in LA. It was incredible. I love all different kinds of music, but Beyoncé is my number one. She will always be my number one. And I have made it a mission that whenever she tours, I will drop everything and go to that show. Wherever I am, I'm going to find a way to go to see Beyoncé. So when I knew she was coming to LA for 3 days, one of those days being her birthday, I knew I had to go and celebrate her birthday with her. And I'm so glad I did. I don't know if any of y'all heard, but Miss Diana Ross showed up. Mr. Kendrick Lamar made an appearance. It was wild. We were so lucky. And I'm still in recovery. Like, I'm in an emotional Beyoncé hangover since. So when I knew Beyoncé was coming to town, I also knew it was time to make some boots. When I knew I was going to customize some boots for my concert outfit, I knew that I wanted there to be 2 elements. 1, fringe, because I love movement, and 2, it has to sparkle. So I knew the only way to achieve this was to make my own rhinestone fringe. So come along with me as I make these boots. And don't worry, I'll definitely show you some concert footage. I mean, it has to be muted because of, copyright claims, but I'll show you.
To start, you'll need some rhinestone chain, wire cutters, glue. I used this one that had great reviews from people who used it for stoning purposes. It's very similar to E6000, it just has a fine point tip. A measuring tape or ruler, a colored pencil that will show up on whatever surface you're gluing to, and some clamps. Also, be sure to work in a well-ventilated area. This glue is no joke. These boots go up to my knee, so I laid the shaft of the boot flat and clamped the top so that it was an even flat surface to work on. I wanted each piece of fringe to be about 3 inches long, which came out to about 30 rhinestones. So I would count that out and then cut each piece of fringe. When laying the fringe down, I started with the middle piece. To make things easy, I just added about 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch of glue down that middle seam and attached the fringe so it was aligned right under the top stitching of the boot. From there, I took the measuring tape and colored pencil and marked out 1 inch distance from that middle piece. From there, I took the measuring tape and colored pencil and marked out 1 inch distance on either side of that middle piece. And then I made another 1 inch mark away from those 2 marks, thereby finishing my first line of fringe around the top and front of the boot. From there, I once again added about 1/2 inch of glue down those lines and placed the fringe. Once those had sat for a few minutes, I took out the measuring tape and marked 1/2 inch from where the top fringe sat, thus making sure the next line of fringe sat in between each top piece of fringe. When I glued down each new piece, I would look at the fringe piece that was above and to the left of the colored pencil marking, count about 3.5 rhinestones up from the bottom of that existing piece of fringe, and then start my line of glue from there going down. This way, all the fringe looked like it was lined up across each row, and it helped create a checkerboard-like pattern. I continued all the way down the front, stopping around the ankle section. These boots are slightly slouchy, and I didn't want any fringe to be dragging on the floor or sitting oddly. Then I flipped the boot over and repeated the same process on the back, carefully placing the fringe around the zipper this time. I left the front and back to dry for a little bit before coming back and filling in the sides. There were some gaps, so I would go in and eyeball where any missing pieces of fringe would be and add it in. Once the boot was done to my liking, I wanted to tackle the pull straps on the side. I wanted to create almost a tassel-like effect with the rhinestone chain, so I measured out 8 pieces that started shorter on the outside and worked their way into being longer in the middle, creating a cascading sort of look. Since these pieces were much longer than the fringe, I added about 1 inch of glue down the pull tab so that they again looked more like one chunky tassel. Once that was all glued down, I cut multiple pieces of the chain so that they were 8 rhinestones long and then glued them going up the pull tab. These pieces wouldn't move, but would cover the top of the pull tab and make that entire part look cohesive. After that, I repeated the process on the second boot, and then I was ready to go see the queen herself.
Here I am at SoFi Stadium. Oh my goodness, the concert was amazing. The boots looked great. They were fun to dance in all night long. No fringe fell off. Everything stayed on. It was perfect. I love how they turned out. I'm honestly going to wear them anywhere. I love these boots. I'm gonna wear them grocery shopping. I'm gonna wear them to the craft store. I don't care. I'm obsessed. I need to wear them all the time. If you went to Renaissance, comment below and tell me what show you went to. Tell me about your outfit. I would love to hear about it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me over in TikTok and Instagram at cleverghoul.yt. See you next time. Bye.